Everything is a mess right now. So today's video is going to be a clean with me. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and that you're subscribed if you're not already while you're watching today. And I hope you get tons of cleaning motivation. Let me know in the comments, what are you cleaning around your house today while you're watching?
I wake up and live my dream. Someday soon I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it. Ooh.
We're gonna get started here in the family room today where these pillows and blankets were just tossed amok. And I feel like this is not only normal for a home with kids, but pets. I know the puppies love running up here, jumping. They always knock the pillows all over the place. But it is one of those spaces that I often do like to tackle first, because then I feel like this room is just tidied up and done, and I get that sense of relief. So sometimes it's nice starting with something that's very visible like this, and then you feel more motivated to keep going.
I'm not into drinking, that's just wasting time. I'd rather be spending it on working out. Some say I'm too uptight, but I disagree. I wake up and live my dream. Someday soon I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it. Ooh, everyone who didn't believe it.
I don't know about you, but the end of school year on top of 2 spring birthdays and the birth of my little nephew, Benny, by the way, who is just the cutest thing ever. And it was so nice to get to go down and see him, even though I was there for, I think, 8 hours because my flight actually got delayed on the way down. I can't wait to see him again, and he's so cute. But needless to say, between work, all the end of year stuff for schools, birthdays for the kids, and just life, I'm feeling so overwhelmed right now. My house just isn't together at the moment. So if you need some cleaning motivation and some company while you're tackling that to-do list today, just a reminder, none of us have it all together, especially not all the time. So you are in the right place today. I feel like as moms, we just carry so much both mentally and physically, especially seeing my sister postpartum. It was just that reminder of like, oh my gosh, I went through this 3 times. But because of those 3 kids, I have been taking extra care when it comes to prioritizing my health. Because I know if I'm not healthy, I can't take care of them. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And I know that I am not the only woman who's gone to the doctor's office and shared their concerns and left feeling like they weren't understood or they weren't addressed. It's like you know that something feels off, but you're just kind of brushed off and told that it's normal. I was feeling so much anxiety after carrying the weight of everything following my divorce. When I talked to my doctor about it, he kind of brushed off my feelings like, well, yeah, that's normal. You've gone through a lot. But I knew my body was off because of the stress. And because of my dad having an autoimmune condition, I'm very, very cognizant of holding that stress in my body. That is why I'm so happy to once again partner with Midi Health for today's video. Midi is a virtual care clinic founded by women. Their clinicians specialize in women's health. That includes hormones, weight management, menopause, sleep issues, mood changes, and so much more. And what I love is that they actually listen to you and help you get to the root cause without brushing things off. They can order labs, prescribe medications if needed, and most visits are covered by insurance. And because of the provider that I talked to at Midi Health, we got blood work done, saw what was wrong, and figured out the solution that worked for me. And I'm very happy to say I have been feeling so much better. So if you haven't been feeling like yourself lately, check out the link that I have down below or go to trymidi.com/Brianna. Motherhood and womanhood are full of so many changes. If you're not feeling like yourself, you do not have to suffer in silence. I want you to be able to find the solution that helps you feel happier and healthier for yourself and for your loved ones. But all right, let's get this house back together because there is still a lot to do today.
Everyone who didn't believe it, they don't know what they.
Next, we're moving into the kitchen where everything was just strewn about, all of the countertops and the tabletop. So I needed to tidy up in here, and I wanted to do a nice clean just to reset the kitchen.
Highs, yeah, the highs, yeah, the highs. I'm gonna fail and get up 'cause I'm not giving up on my dream. Dream.
And somehow, you guys,
Landon just turned 11.
the baby who inspired me to start this YouTube channel is 11 years old, which is just crazy to think that I've been on YouTube making videos for that long now. And Presley just celebrated her 9th birthday. I have 2 spring babies, so it really is always so busy around here this time of year. But I cannot believe they're getting so big. Landon is going to be in middle school next year. That is just wild to me. And then Hayden also, he just had his preschool graduation. So Hayden's going to be in kindergarten next year, my baby boy. And I know there's always that side of me that, of course, cherishes the memories and when they were little. But if I'm being honest, this is my favorite era of motherhood because I just love that we can do so many fun things now. All 3 of them and me, like, I always felt bad for Hayden because of the age gap, that I felt like he was left out of things a lot. And I feel like he's finally old enough that, you know, when we were on vacation, we could do all of the activities together. And we have, you know, the most fun little dinner conversations. And I'm just really enjoying this era of motherhood so much. So that would be my advice to any mama who's in those early stages, is that I know it can be really chaotic, and I think that those are the hardest years, but hang in there because it gets to be so fun when they're older and you see their personalities develop and you start connecting over certain hobbies or things that you like the books, like Presley's reading all of the Harry Potter books and we're sharing that, and there's certain shows, you know, each of them like to watch with me, or certain music each of us likes to play when we're in the car together, that kind of stuff. So it's fun. I'm enjoying this phase very much. But some of the other things that have been going on around here, I posted a video with my home updates that I've been working on. I am still trying to finish up the basement. On my to-do list is trying to, take advantage of some of the Memorial Day sales that there usually are for some of the furniture that I need to get down there. It's been so hard with work. I just don't have the time that I used to, where I'm just not home. And then also my personal life. I think you guys know travel is my love language. And, my dad told me before he passed away how he regretted just not going on more trips and not traveling every chance he could get. So it's kind of one of those things that when I get asked to go on a trip, I'm pretty much going. I see those Instagram reels where it's like, you could pay $1 million to call the friend right now who would agree to go with you on the trip. And I think everybody would make $1 million if they're my friend and asked me, because I would probably go. But that is why some of my house projects, I just haven't had the time between my work schedule and then, of course, wanting to spend as much quality time with the kids that I can when they're home. So I need to do the basement, order the furniture for that, and just want to do a really good purge of so much down there again. That has been kind of the theme of this year, I think, is release and let go of all the things that I don't need, both physically and that have been occupying space in my brain. And it's been really, really good. I've got to say, I'm going to keep doing it because it's a great habit to have, of just letting it all go and only keeping around what makes you happy and what's fun and what makes life feel better at this stage in the game. And then outside, I do need to still work on the backyard. Now that it's finally warm, I want to get flowers and plants for the patio again, because I love sitting out there in the mornings and having my coffee, especially with the puppies. And then I want to get the backyard area kind of down by our little creek that we have in the backyard. It's just so lush and pretty this time of year, and I want to be able to have fires back there with the kids, or fires back there with my girlfriends when they come over, have, drink by the fire. I love that. So I need to get that area sorted out. The playground already did come down because it had gotten so damaged in a lot of the storms that we'd been having that I was just concerned. I didn't want the kids or any of the neighbor kids who come and play to get hurt on it. So it had a good run. We've been in this house now. It'll be 10 years in December, and the owners before us had it, and they told us they got it from the owners next door who used to live there. So I think the swing set, it was there for 3 families plus all the neighbors and had a good run. But yeah, in a new phase in this house.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time.
Not that I need more projects to do around here, but one of the things I've always really loved in people's houses is when they do have more of the concealed lockers so that the kids can put their book bags and their coats and their shoes kind of in a locker that then is hidden. So, you kind of don't see the mess. It gets shut and tucked away. But I just feel like this foyer, I know by appearance, it's not that it looks small, but I feel like the layout is just too funky to be able to build those, because even where this bench is, there's not very much wall space. Like, the bench comes in front of the closet door. So I feel like it would be really hard to build an actual locker here. They just wouldn't be very deep. Like, I don't even know if their book bags would really fit if I were to put lockers on this wall. And then same thing, I thought about putting them on the wall kind of leading into the laundry room area there, but that is still just so narrow too. It's not like a great layout to be able to have those cute, locker storage areas that I see a lot of people have. I thought about maybe putting them into the garage, but we just don't really come in and out of the garage, I feel like, that much. That's just not our routine. So you kind of got to go with like how the flow is of how you use the house, and we're usually just coming in the front door. And then my other to-do list thing that I thought about is doing something with the laundry room. I know people have sent me really cute AI versions where you've almost made this a boho Hawaii laundry room. It is so cute. Or someone has sent me another like really pretty one if I just made it a glam laundry room, where it's kind of one of those things where it kind of tricks your brain to be like, oh, I get to do laundry and luxury, and it might not be bad because I really don't like doing laundry. The part I hate the most is folding the clothes. Obviously, I don't mind throwing them in. I don't mind switching them to the dryer, but I hate folding clothes and putting clothes away. It's just not my favorite. But you got to do what you got to do, and that's what we're doing today. So do it with me if you don't like it either.
I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away.
And we're going to get all those towels we just folded put away here in the bathroom. And then this needed a good tidy and clean up as well. And I just love when my space, especially in here, is nice and clean, because this is my nighttime happy place retreat. I am in the tub with a book, with a glass of wine, where I like to journal. It's where I like to zen out. It is just my happy place. So I like when this space is nice and clean and tidy so that I can actually relax in it.
Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak. Maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over.
All right, I just got back from a little Bahamas trip, so I need to unpack all these suitcases. Clearly I'm an overpacker, but the Bahamas trip was so fun. We went to the Xumas, and you wouldn't believe this. I don't believe this almost. I swam with sharks. Never in my life did I ever think I was going to do that or have the courage to do it, but I did it. And I did learn that there are certain sharks, like these ones were very well trained. They were nurse sharks, so I guess they technically suck. They don't have teeth that bite. But then other places we went, there were those sharks, but then there were other sharks like bull sharks, and they said that those actually can bite you. So I wouldn't have gotten in the water in those places. I only got in the water when it was the safe trained nurse sharks. But we also saw these pigs that swim in the water. They were so cute. I didn't get in with them because I was told that they can bite you, and so I don't want to get bitten by a pig, especially because you're very remote in the Exumas. So better safe than sorry. But it was so beautiful. You guys know I'm a Hawaii girl. I love Hawaii. The Exumas, it was really, really beautiful. I mean, I was like, wow. I thought Hawaii was the prettiest place I ever saw, and then I saw that and I was just blown away. So very good trip. But all right, that was tackling everything on my to-do list for today. I am sure there will be more cleaning motivation, more home update videos, but leave any video requests down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, loves.
When you're with her, I can see that you miss me.